Hey everybody, Spider here, the Coming Soon podcast, of course, being joined by Justin Bonehead Mask. My man, one more time, brother. How you doing today, man?
Doing all right, man. How are you?
Man, I'm doing pretty good, bro. I mean, other than this heat that we're living in, man, because like myself, you're here in San Antonio, man, and I think today was 106, bro.
Mm.
I don't know if you felt that, but I was indoors all day and I still felt it, man. So I know it was hot as hell.
Oh man, Monday through Wednesday, I was out in it working.
You see, and I was gonna ask you about that. You did say you went back to your carpentry, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, and of course, I mean, you guys are working indoors, or how's this going?
Oh no, I was working on a garage door, completely redoing it, painting it. Yeah, it gets about 4 o'clock, and man,
Oh, okay, yeah, man. So you're really in there right now, dude. I know. Monday, I did a delivery after work, and I was like, oh man, I'll knock it out and go home. And I came home and I was feeling sick, bro. Like the heat, I guess, because the window it hit me like it was hitting me like right in the chest and the stomach. And man, I got home and I was like, damn, dude, like. I mean, it's been 105 plus like all week, man. And I mean, other places in Texas or in the world are getting it worse. But
mm,
yeah, man, it's pretty bad, man.
it's not fun. I was that way Monday. I got done and I stumbled into my car, and
Yeah, bro, dude, yeah, man, you gotta be careful, dude. And of course, man, I gotta plug them in, dude. But my sponsors here, of course, Official Water, man. I've been, bro, I gotta put an IV to these things, bro. Go straight to the vein because I've been drinking them like crazy, bro.
it's not a bad idea. You might be onto something.
Oh yeah, I'll probably I'm put a patent on it. See what's up. Hey man, well you know what? Over the weekend, man, we actually met up for a few minutes. We met up for a while
Finally.
actually, and it was here at the Wonderland of the Americas. I mean they were hosting like a rock and roll punk rock swap meet. So of
Mm.
course, I was out there hanging out. It was actually an odd day, man. I was tired as hell, dude. But I mean, I did talk to a lot of vendors. We got to hang out for a while,
Yeah.
walk around. Of course, you were with their son, man. I got to meet the guy, young man. And
Yes.
I wanted to plug that in because he's actually got a YouTube channel going on, bro. Tell us a little bit about that, man.
Oh yeah, that's his project. He's really proud of it. It's Target CJ, and he just records himself playing Mortal Kombat. He's gotten into that and discovered like the old games, like the first three that came out back in the 90s.
Yes, bro. You see, and that's one of the things that caught my attention because I was like, man, he's bringing it back, bro. And I think it's cool, man, because of course, I mean, he's being creative. He's actually doing his own editing.
Yes,
You
he's doing
see,
it all himself.
man, I'm gonna have to hire that kid, man, because I need work, brother. We'll see. We'll talk,
Yeah, we'll make a horror film, put him to work.
bro. I'm telling you, man. I mean, that's how it starts, right? I mean, we can call it internship, right? I mean,
Oh
he
yeah,
gets to work for free, so
he'd
man.
be thrilled.
But that's cool, though, man. I mean, as far as him playing, man, what is he playing on? Like
Just my
online?
computer here. Yeah,
Oh,
I
okay,
mean
cool.
he's using the keyboard to play. He's doing better than I could with a controller.
Whoa, dude. Okay, yeah, that's hell of impressive, man. Because there's no
He's
way.
got a lot of ingenuity to him, and a lot of determination. So yeah,
Nice, bro. I like that. I mean, yeah, that's kind of for me. That's kind of like trying to play a game with one of those rotary phones. I got to turn it, man. I'll be there forever, man.
yeah. I mean, earlier today he found out how to put the cheat code in.
Damn.
I
Okay.
know.
Dude, yeah, you see, I definitely got to talk to that kid, man, or that young man, should I say, man? Because obviously, I mean, he's learning on his own, or how's he doing all this?
He I guess he YouTube stuff and he just learns it.
Yeah, bro. You see, and that's one of the things, man. If for those that are out there and they're actually able to learn like that, man. I mean, I give kudos to them because I can't do that, bro. Like, I gotta have somebody like hit this button, hit this. I'm a caveman, bro. Like, I gotta be taught like old school and stuff. But yeah, man, if he's out there learning it himself, that's pretty impressive, man.
He's gonna get rich one day and support me.
Bro, yeah, dude, that's great. I mean, especially you're allowing them to do this. I mean, of course, I'm sure you're watching over his shoulder, making sure everything's good. Um, as far as his videos, man, I didn't look at his comments. Does he have his comments off? Do you know?
No, he's getting comments on some. We started some videos last year, and he took all those down because he was embarrassed of them. That was little skits he was doing, and
Oh,
I
okay,
had the comments turned off on those.
oh, okay,
He's a
okay.
kid.
And I was gonna say because a lot of times, I mean, of course, he's still a kid and he's still young. I mean, the world's gonna see these videos, and I mean, as well as everybody else. You know, you're gonna get spammers and people that are just gonna be idiots and commenting and posting stupid stuff, dude. So yeah, man. I mean, that's good, man. Definitely delete all that stuff and block people. But for the most part, I mean, of course, you know, for those that are out there, man, I'll be posting the link on this video on the page, and definitely follow the guy, man. Subscribe to him, and you know, give him a follow. Hey.
You'll make a 13-year-old very happy.
Oh yes, bro. I can, you know, like I said, dude. I mean, I wish I would have gotten on this whole social media thing, or not even social media, but even back then, you know, YouTube, man. For one
Yeah.
thing, you know, I was never like a big fan of it. I mean, I had it maybe like 15, 18 years ago, just because of the whole combat
Yeah.
sport, you know. But yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff, especially with my phone. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I still don't know how to use my phone, and I've had it for like 3 years. You know, I'm still finding new stuff out every day, man. So.
We have that in common, man.
There you go, man. There you go. And bro, one thing, of course, I want you to plug this in, man. I'm gonna post this photo up, and it's gonna be this event. I mean, of course, it's gonna be there at the Wonderland of the Americas, Monsters and Mayhem, another store that's inside. They're actually the Kings of Horror people, man. They kind of changed the name, revamped themselves. Dude, the store that they're actually at is right next to the food court, inside the Wonderland of the Americas. And of course, man, they're gonna have the Monster Squad monsters, bro. I'm excited about this. This is gonna be August 19th and 20th. For everybody watching, of course, it's a free event. You know, free parking, a lot of parking. There's a lot of space. You know, it's gonna be music, food, which I like, and of course, guests, man. So you can go out there and you know, get some autographs. You know, talk to these guys if they have a minute. But Monsters and Mayhem, dude. When I walked there and I said, man, I said okay, because years back, I think it was 2005. I was teaching Brazilian Jiu Jitsu, man, and it was actually inside the same spot that they're in. So I was like, oh, okay, I know this. You know, the floor pan and all that stuff, man. But that was pretty cool.
It is. And it's great that they have these events. You know, I love it. It's like ideal for a horror fan.
No, you see, and one of the things too, man, because it's been, I mean, they've been hosting year round. You know, they're doing a great job, man. I've been following them up. And, you know, other locals, of course, doing the same thing, but for the most part, they've been keeping me busy. You know, and they're allowing me to go out there and do what I can. So it's a win-win. You know, definitely, bro.
Nice.
And of course, Monster Squad, man. Are you a fan of the movie?
Yeah, I like it. I saw it back in the day when it first came out. You know, rented it on VHS, and
Oh yeah, I probably got a couple copies here on VHS, man. But yeah, dude, it's a funny, you know, horror comedy, man. One of the things that I posted the other day was, you know, the different genres, man. I mean, when it comes to horror, you know, you got zombie, uh, you've got gore, you've got drama, you got, you know, horror comedies, which I love, and I'm a fan of a lot of them. I mean, when it comes to something like that, man, well, what's your favorite, man? What's your go-to?
you know, it's changed over the years. It used to be zombies, and you know, then The Walking Dead came out, and then that kind of
Yeah.
died for me. But I still like a lot of the George Romero stuff and Return of the Living Dead. I think I'm kind of getting back into that, but recently I was really into like paranormal
Oh, cool, man.
demon stuff. I like that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you know, and of course, I'm looking over your shoulder, man. You got the mask back there, man. So of course, I mean, you do you know, you go out, you're a street performer, man. You dress up and go downtown, and I mean, slasher movies, of course. You know, everybody loves them. I mean, I'm
Yes.
pretty sure you're still a fan of that, right?
Oh yeah.
And then we were talking about this heat, and of course, I don't think you haven't been going downtown, right?
Not as long. I'll be out for a few hours.
Oh man, bro.
Schedule has changed somewhat, but I, you know, go down there and do it a little bit.
No,
I'm
no,
waiting
yeah.
on
You see, we had talked about this a couple weeks back too, because it's been hot, dude. But I mean, it hasn't been 105 plus hot, so
yeah.
you know, I'm just kind of like, yeah, be careful out there, man, because I mean, with the latex max, and of course, you know, you're out there in the heat and the sun. But
Oh yeah, full long sleeve costume and latex masks. That's not getting it.
No, yeah, man. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's you know, some I probably got to start doing that, man. I got to lose a few pounds, you know. But other than that, man, I don't know. Kind of torture, bro.
Yeah, it's like a sauna suit for sure.
Yes, man, exactly. I was thinking just that. I was like, man, it's gonna be hot as heck, bro. But yeah, man. I mean, well, when it comes to being here in San Antonio, man, of course, you're not local to San Antonio. You've been living here for years. But I mean, for yourself, man. I mean, are you pretty? You know, what do you like about being here in San Antonio? Let me ask you that.
No, I enjoy it that a city has a lot more to offer because I'm from a small town.
Yeah.
Where I'm from, Walmart was it.
Ooh, and you
Um,
all had a Walmart, so you know that's big time, right?
yeah, exactly. And I like that there's such a variety of people. There's actually a horror community, so
Yeah.
I can find people. It's easier to make money here. You're
Yep.
not going to get bored. Oh, man. I could go on about all kinds of things I like about the city.
No, no, for sure, man, and that's one of the things too, because of course you have a variety of restaurants, of stores, of places you can go to, and you don't have to go to the same diner and the same only one Walmart, right? But I mean,
Yeah.
the change of pace, man, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not the Friday night high school football that's the big thing everyone looks forward to.
Yeah, you see,
A
and I
lot
think
more going on.
my buddy's out there in Lockhart, man, and I mean the same thing,
Mm.
but he's got a podcast covering all the games, so I mean they pretty much control that. They pretty much run that town because they're the only ones out there doing it, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, man, after a while, I mean, I'm not a big sports fan. I'll watch it, but it's just when it comes to like basketball and football and all that, dude. I mean, if it's live, I'll go, but as far as like on TV, man, not really, bro.
Yeah, I got you.
And
Same
man,
for me.
of course, I was plugging in the Monsters and Mayhem, and this is another event that they're actually hosting. I'm gonna post it up. This is gonna be on Saturday, August 26th, and it's gonna be with Marky Ramone, member of the infamous the Ramones, back in the heyday. And on this one, he's gonna be out there doing a meet and greet, rock and horror. One of the things, man, it's gonna be at the Pika Pika on the southeast side, I believe.
Mm.
Um, way out there military. But one of the things I like about the fact that for me, man, personally, I mean, dude, as a matter of fact, I have the shirt on, Return of the Living Dead. For me, growing up watching this, of course, the music was always big for me. I didn't realize it then, but I mean, I was listening to punk rock before I even knew what it was, man. So I kind of relate my horror movie to that, and it just makes sense. I mean, it's not everybody's forte. There's other music out there they use, which is great, but it's just like a while back, somebody had posted about a meme about how long have you been listening to orchestra, and they posted like the Bugs Bunny, right? We didn't know, man. We're just listening to the background the whole time, and
Mm-hmm.
the whole time it was orchestra, man. I mean, it's pretty cool. We just kind of grew up with it, but that's
Yeah.
kind of how I feel about punk rock, and of course later on I got into it. But for yourself, man, I mean, what kind of music do you listen to, bro? What's on your what's your ringtone, man? You got any music on there?
My ringtone is the Phantasm theme.
Oh, really? Oh, dude, I was just joking, but that's cool, man.
Yeah, see, I got the room back here. It's the
Yeah,
tall man's room. You go in there and there's barrels of corpses.
there you go, man. Dude, perfect,
But
perfect.
I like a lot of like classic metal. Not like
Okay,
hair metal, but like Dio, Alice Cooper,
yeah,
things
yeah,
like
I can
that.
definitely relate to that, man. You see, and of course, I mean, growing up, was that the music that you were listening to?
When I could, but small town Central Texas,
Oh yeah.
you couldn't actually find those CDs in the stores. It was all country music and
Ooh,
gospel, maybe some
man.
Tejano, but there wasn't a variety. I had to get out of that town to really be
Enjoy.
exposed to what else was out there. I mean, even horror movies at the video rental store.
Yeah.
There, the original Halloween was not. You could not find that in Brady, Texas.
Dude, wow, bro. Okay, so it was a small town. Damn.
Yes,
Wow. You see, man, and of course, what video store was out there? Do you still remember the name?
yes, we had one called Dart, and that was on the town square, and it was a rich family that owned a lot of businesses, and they
Wow.
had that place. And when I was really young, there was another place. I don't know what it was called. I just know that I was probably 4 years old, and I convinced my mom to let me rent the Michael Jackson's Thriller
Oh
because
man.
the zombies were on the cover.
Oh yeah.
Uh, and then eventually we got a store called Video Stop, and that was cool because their horror section, they put up what looked like a castle that kind of contained it.
Yeah, man. Dude, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, there just wasn't a big selection.
Yeah, because for us, I mean, of course, when I was a kid, I don't remember there being a video store. I'm sure there was, But like in middle school, I mean, towards closer to the late '80s, early '90s, we had a Hollywood Video, which was Video Central, I believe, and Blockbuster, of course. We had Pop and Go, which was a that one was actually like our local. How can I say it, man? Like it was kind of like it was a big store, man. Don't get me wrong. There was like a few here in San Antonio, but it was kind of like a creepy, like I don't know. It's just weird, man. I remember going there. I was in high school, but I would kind of like feel creepy going in there, bro. It kind of gave me like that whole triple X,
That's really something you brought up that I've forgotten about. But there were video rental stores back in the day that just had a vibe. You walked in, there was a feel to them.
Yeah, yeah. You see, and that's what that store always gave me the creeps, man. Like even going in there, and the people that worked there were kind of like I don't know. It's just it felt weird, but it's just other than that, man. Yeah, we had a variety, of course. Blockbuster. When they started closing, I mean, of course, they turned into small mom and pop shops, which I was still going to, but yeah, man, it was pretty cool, dude. I liked it.
Yeah, those are good times.
And I was
It's like
I was gonna ask you because as much as I've seen that Thriller video the other day, I didn't realize it, bro. But Vincent Price is the narrator, and I had no idea.
yes.
Like the whole time, bro. Like, and it was just like a few weeks back, and I was watching a video, and he was doing the intro, and I was just like, holy crap! Like, dude, I had like no freaking idea, bro. Like, I've heard it so many times, and I was a kid when that video came out. Like the first time I saw it. But I didn't put one in one, and I was just like, dude, that's pretty freaking awesome, man.
Well, that was also directed by John Landis, who did American Werewolf in London, and Rick Baker, who did the effects for that movie, did the effects for that video.
Yeah, you see, after I found out it was Vincent Price, I looked it up, and I was like, oh, damn, dude. Like, I mean, it's just stuff. Back then, I wasn't, looking into it. I was just like, oh, man, it's a cool video. Of course, the effects are freaking killer, man, but he Michael Jackson, of course, definitely went to the big dogs, man, because they did a freaking hell of a good job.
I think he was a horror fan. I think he has a couple other videos that are horror themed.
Oh yeah, dude, heck yeah, definitely, man. I mean, for the fact that he put that much money into that video, I'm gonna say movie because
it almost was a short film.
Yeah, bro.
I guess it was.
Yeah, you see, and then I love it, man. But yeah, it blew my mind when I saw that, and I'm like, dude, this whole time I had like no freaking idea, man. That's crazy, but kind of got me looking into other stuff, So that's pretty cool, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, man, of course, bro. I mean, you had talked about the last time we had talked. Even before that, man, you had talked about going to school, for video, for making movies, making films. One of the things that we had talked about here locally, man, and hopefully soon, yes. We'll be able to start doing some shorts. Just get creative and just bro, plug him in. Put your son to work. Bring up along.
Editing.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man, that's one of the things I wanted to do because, of course, like I was telling you earlier, man. I mean, I've been talking to a lot of the indie film, writers, directors, movie makers, man, and I've been enjoying them. I've been watching them. I mean, some better than others. I'm not gonna, lie and say some of them were great. I mean, I'm gonna start putting my reviews actually on my TikTok, just so I can kind of throw them out there, man. And not all of them are that good, man. I mean, they're low budget, and it's just for me. It's got to have a good storyline, and it's got to attract me, just to keep me get that hook in there. But yeah, man. I mean, as far as small films, dude, like indie films, have you yourself been watching any of them?
Nothing recently. Sometimes if I'm browsing Tubi TV, I do like to give them a watch if they seem interesting. I like to watch independent stuff. If anything, if they are not good, they're inspiration to do something better.
Yeah, exactly, man. And that's what I was gonna say, dude. I mean, I enjoy that they're making them. I'm not gonna be like, oh man, that was horrible. Like, what are they doing? Because like you said, there's always parts that you're like, oh, okay, well, they could have done this, or it just opens up the creativity. As a kid, I wish. I mean, I wish I would have done a lot more when it comes to art. I was always when it came to plays, bro, like growing up here in San Antonio on the west side, like a lot of my friends had I don't want to say Mexican names because I'm Mario, right? But they had names that a lot of people couldn't pronounce, like Florentino. They had, just crazy long names, bro. And one of the things about when they came to doing plays, they would always put me up front because Mario, everybody could pronounce that. So they were like, oh, we'll put we'll make it on, Mario something and Mario this. And I was famous, bro. I ain't gonna lie, But because of that, I was like, man, I was shy and I was quiet. So, but I wish I would have pursued something and just, have fun with it, man. But it was just, we were kids. I was telling you earlier, man, one of the local guys here, David Mendez, he's made two films. One from 2019, I believe, was Low Riders versus Zombies from Space, man. It's a pretty cool one. If you're watching it and yourself, dude, or go watch it on Tubi. It was nostalgic because it's here in San Antonio. They go driving down the west side. I've seen those murals and spots like my whole life. So that was pretty cool. The story itself gets better like towards the middle, and it kind of ends at a standstill, dude. I mean, I'm pretty sure, or maybe I don't know if he's gonna make a sequel. I'm gonna interview him soon, but I'm gonna ask him about that, man, because there's still a lot more story to it, and kind of like you said, it's a good film, and it can lead into something else, So we'll see.
It's cool, man. You have to get in on that.
No, yeah, bro, and of course, look, we had talked before, man. So there's possibilities and things out there, man. Of course, we'll try to jump on them. I mean, I've been doing perks. I've been doing a lot of voice acting, man, and a lot of films that are still in production. But by the end of the year, man, I should have like 8 films out there, bro, that I'm going to be contributing to or being in, or I'll be in there somewhere, whether my voice, my photo, whatever, But it's just pretty cool, and I'm enjoying it. But if it's local, even better, bro, because I can just drive out there. We can go out there, hang out, and my thing too, man. It's just like even if I'm not in it, I would love to be able to do a lot of behind the scenes. Just do photos and just kind of get a lot of content, man, for them for the podcast. Just have fun with it.
Definitely behind the scenes stuff is fun to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah, bro. I mean, I'm real big with that, especially now. They show a lot of films and they show clips of the actors kind of hanging out and being goofy, and I'm like, dude, that's cool, man. It's just the movie's all about horror or action or whatever, and they're over here goofing off. So I'm like, all right, cool.
Oh, definitely. And it's good for kids too. If you want to introduce your kids to horror movies, show them the making of first.
Oh yeah, bro, definitely, bro. I agree. Just because for the one of the things I was at the Pika Pika, as a matter of fact, a while back, and one of the guys that was dressed up like Ghostface, like the mom was like, scare him, and he was just like, nah, man, like I'm not, I don't want to scare him. I want them to, take photos and stuff like that, and it makes sense, bro, because it's just like with me, I work in retail, man, and I get parents that are like, oh, if you don't behave, that guy's gonna take you, and I'm like, man, what do I want your kid for, man? Like, heck, he ain't behaving. But they yeah, man. But
downtown, a lot of that.
Yeah, you see, and I mean, for me, especially being in retail, man, I don't like when they do that because they're like categorizing me, like they're putting me in a spot where, why the hell would I want a kid, right? Like it's just freaking crazy, dude. But I'm always like, nah, man, don't be telling these kids that stuff.
Yeah, it's not good.
But man, I mean, of course, we talked about this damn heat here in San Antonio, man. It's like 105. It's supposed to be like this for a couple more weeks.
Dude, I've lost 15 pounds in the last 3 weeks.
Bro. Whew. Yeah, I think I gained them. I'm not gonna lie, dude. You lost it and I gained them, bro. Because but yeah, man. I mean, I've been staying busy at work, man, and of course, I'm indoors now, so it's cool, but it's work. So of course, I go out there and get my butt kicked. But I think this is the first week in a long time that I've actually worked like a 40-hour week, bro. I've been like a 25, 30, and now it's like, damn, I gotta work 40 hours, man. I'll take it, but
yeah, money's money.
Yeah, oh, definitely, man. Bro, one of the things earlier this week, man, I've been kind of throwing questions out there, man. One of them was about snacks. When it goes to going to the theater, man. I mean, what are some of your go-to, man? Like, what do you sneak stuff in when you go to the movies, or have you?
I haven't. Back when I was in college,
yeah,
a friend of mine snuck some beers in. But
oh yeah, I did that too, man.
But popcorn is pretty much the traditional thing. I've never been a big snack person. Chips, potato chips, usually I like.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this, man. When it comes to popcorn, because every time I go, and I got my girl actually doing this now, but I put jalapenos on it. I'll tell them like, hey, fill it up halfway, put jalapenos, fill it up again, put jalapenos, and then I take two extra ones, dude, because it's the blend. I don't know, the butter and the jalapeno just hits right. But
I have to give that a
yeah,
try.
yeah, bro. The only thing, it's not good if you don't rub your eyes because you know might burn a little. Got to be
Gotcha.
careful with that, man. But
Gotcha.
yeah, I agree, man. I mean, popcorn definitely, man. M&Ms, just stuff that I can
Oh, yeah.
snack on while I'm watching. But yeah, the other day, my girl probably hate me for this, but the other day she was actually we're eating popcorn and she reached over to get something and she had the bucket. So when she leaned over, the whole popcorn fell out, bro. I'm just like,
Oh no.
I'm like, she's trying to pick it up, and I'm like, man, just let it be, man, leave it there, But yeah, it's free popcorn. I mean, I went back and got another one, but it was just funny.
And this was, you said, at your house or at the
Well, at
theater?
the theater.
Oh man.
Yeah, yeah, but it happened. If it wasn't her, it would have probably been me. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, man, it's just that's one of the things I wanted to ask you. I mean, is it different for yourself when you're at home? I mean, you're at home, put a movie on. I mean, what's a go-to, man? What's a meal?
Actually, we had a popcorn tonight. Me and my son were watching Night of the Animated Dead, which is just an animated version of the 1968 Night of the Living Dead. It's interesting.
Bro, okay, so that is the thing.
Mhm.
You see, because somebody posted clips of something the other day, and I was like, oh man, that'd be pretty cool. I didn't know it existed.
It's decent. It's very gory. Well,
Oh,
not super gory, but it's a lot bloodier than the original movie. But
yeah,
it's the same
man.
story. It's like almost identical to the original movie.
And where did you guys watch that at? Or on?
I bought it a year or two ago, I think, in a Walmart. It looked interesting, and I'm a big fan of Night of the Living Dead.
But yeah, man, you actually school, right? You went to school with some of the guys.
Yes, two
Yeah,
of my main instructors were two of the main guys responsible for that movie. Uh,
man. You see,
yeah.
go ahead.
I was gonna say, as a matter of fact, if you watch the credits for Return of the Living Dead, their names are in the beginning of that. It's John Russo and Russ Striner.
Yes, bro. Yeah, man. You see it, but I'm definitely gonna have to check that out because I had seen clips and I was just like, oh man, I didn't know if somebody, just IA is going crazy, so everybody's just kind of letting them take over, man. But bro, let me ask you. I mean, they're having the whole actor strike, out there in Hollywood, and of course, everybody's going on strike. A lot of it, and I've been reading somewhat into it. They're talking about, I guess, the producers or the people, not the producers, but the people out there are kind of like, hey, you know what? If you sign up and we hire you, we can use your IA, facial recognition, like
Mm.
that way they don't have to get paid again. So they're kind of, not happy about that, of course, because that's. But man, what's your take on IA, bro? I haven't used it. I keep seeing it out there, and I'm just a lot of times I don't even know if it's real or fake. But I'm like, bro, like it's just going a little crazy.
I think it's just another thing that's going to take more of the soul out of humanity
Yeah,
because it's a machine creating stuff. There's no heart behind it.
yeah. You
But
see,
when
and
you,
that's what's crazy because a lot of it. My understanding is that you could say like, oh, put so and so in this situation and make him look like this, and boom, it just makes it, bro. And I'm like, damn, dude, that's for me.
yeah.
That's a little too much power, man. I don't know. That's just kind of creepy.
Well, it's also all derived from existing works, whether it's something that the computer writes or it's an art piece. It's actually existing stuff that gets tweaked and changed. There's no real inspiration that comes from behind it. I think the closest inspiration you get is whoever punches in what they want the computer to make.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, man. That's too much, bro. Like I'm not a fan of it. The whole CGI, bad enough when they use computer animated. I get it, man, but it's just, I'd rather watch the guy in the Godzilla costume breaking small
Hmm.
buildings, it's like that's just me.
Well, something I've seen too is people have been complaining about the CGI in more recent movies that it's getting worse. And then
Yeah.
I've seen some examples and I'm like, wow, it's getting lazy. I guess
Yeah.
it's
You see,
probably
yeah.
all about greed. Save money on some of the effects.
Yeah. You see, and talking about greed, man, because a lot of times, the people that are putting money behind it, of course, they want something quick, and when they make it too fast, it just comes out like crap. It's not that great, and I've been seeing a couple of horror movies lately that proof of that, bro. Like I'm just like, damn, what the hell were they thinking, man? They just rushed it and it went nowhere.
But this could be a really good thing for the independent scene.
Yeah.
Well, for guys like you and me, we want to make something.
Yeah, bro. We'll get some investors, man. Let's go out there and make something happen, dude. But that's true because I've been seeing a lot of filmmakers doing just that, just reaching out and like, hey, you know what? We're looking for investors. If you're interested, and makes sense, man. Because of course Hollywood is shut down, so why not let some of these indie filmmakers freaking go at it, bro? Because I mean, when it comes to ideas, man, and of course, Hollywood's remaking a lot of good stuff, bro, which I don't agree with. They should remake all the horrible stuff, dude, all the movies that they flopped, and But when it comes to indie films, man, I love it because the creativity, it's the power from you guys. You guys can do what you want, and boom, let's do it. With as long as you got a budget, of course, and get some funds behind it. But man, I love it, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, it's just I've been watching, like I said, on Tubi, on YouTube, Prime, Netflix got a couple of not so much indie films. Well, maybe they do because they're international. I'm not a huge fan of international horror, but I do throw them on every once in a while just to watch them. And but yeah, man, it's been fun, dude. I'm loving it.
I agree with you. It's definitely a good thing. When it comes to horror, you need to totally expand your horizons and watch anything you can from any culture or any maker, whether it's big budget or, your next door neighbor.
Yeah. And bro, and of course, I mean, Lowriders versus Zombies from Space, dude. Like just the name itself, I'm like, God damn, that's a long ass name. But it's just creative. I'm like, dude, the fact that they came up with that and the whole storyline. I mean, once you see, when you get a chance, watch it. And you'll see, it's like the whole from space kind of, it's not misleading because there is a concept and something that happens because of it. But it's kind of like, I expected like, I don't know, zombies in the spaceships, dude. I don't know. It's just weird, but you go watch it, man. It's definitely a good one, dude. It's just a lot of San Antonio. The whole intro is just kind of like West Side, South Side, just Chicano, Cholo style. It's good, man. I liked it, dude. I mean, I'll definitely, take a peek at it again. He's got that other film, Sacred Mass, that was released, and that one they had it at Northwest Santikos just to kind of do a viewing. Mm-hmm. They're looking to do it again, and hopefully a sequel, man. Which I want to jump on that, man. Definitely.
Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to checking these out.
Yeah, bro, and then sure, we'll talk to them and see, man. They need extras, or they need some, somebody out there to dress up, and hey,
you need some bald-headed white guy.
Yeah, dude, you can put you in the Cholo. They're all white and khakis. I can see it, man. Pull it off, bro.
Yeah, I'll be dark before the end of the summer now with this new.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't think about that. You'll have a nice, blue collar tan, man. Blend right in. Perfect. But bro, sure. I mean, of course, man. Here in San Antonio, man. I mean, a couple of events coming up, like I mentioned earlier. The monsters from Monster Squad are going to be here in San Antonio at the Wonderland of the Americas, of course. Monsters and Mayhem, the store itself, Kings of Horror, they're on social media. Everybody check them out, look them up. Marky Ramon, man, I'm definitely interested in going to meet the guy out there at the Pika Pika on the south side. I'll be out there doing photos, video, and just capturing what I can. But definitely have fun, man. Go out there and mingle and just talk to the locals, dude. Pretty cool.
Very cool.
And bro, what's that?
I said I got to hit up more stuff.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, in due time, man. I mean, I know you got stuff going on, dude. But once the smoke clears and settles down, dude, we'll definitely start pulling you out there and getting content, dude. Because one of the things, of course, you're a street performer, man, and a lot of these guys dress up, and it's a good way to go out there and get more eyes on you, more followers, more content, and you go out there and I'll be following you around, man. Make you famous, brother.
Looking forward to it.
Yes, sir, bro. And man, of course, I thank you for jumping on this, bro. Of course, I just wanted to plug all this stuff in, plug you in, of course, for those that are watching. You can go to www.comingsoonpodcast.com. Of course, that's the website. Scroll to the bottom. my man over here. There you go. I'm pointing the other way. He's out there, man. Click on the link and follow him on Instagram, and of course.
Yeah. And I'm gonna have some masks ready.
Okay,
In
cool.
the next month or so.
Nice, man. I forgot to ask you about that, man, because of course, the whole Bonehead Master. That's you. That's your concept, your work. Your master mold. So of course, man, looking forward to those. And man, before we wrap this up, of course, man, what's the name of your son's YouTube once again?
Target CJ, and it's just spelled exactly the way the word is spelled. No fancy or weird letters. And Target CJ, and CJ is together, no periods.
Yes, sir. Simple. Man, so of course, for those that are going to be watching, man, later, man, definitely subscribe, man. Go to the young man's page. YouTube channel. Subscribe. He's out there streaming, playing Mortal Kombat. So of course, how can you not love Mortal Kombat, dude? I mean, I'm a fan. So everybody out there, make sure to go follow up, man. And of course, Justin, man, I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for jumping on this. Don't hang up yet, of course. But everybody out there, of course, once again, this is Spider, the Coming Soon podcast. Justin, Bonehead Mask, of course. Till next time, follow up.